All right, everybody, it's that time. It's time for Free Tip Friday, and I have the kits ready to go for you all to share out. Yes, I'm wearing the piece that I made on Wednesday. I am loving it so much. I'm wondering why the color on this camera, is it dark? Maybe it's just maybe that's better. I don't know. Let me clean you off. That's a little bit better, don't you think? There we go. I hope everybody's doing well. It's been a busy morning already here, per usual, right? Let me mop my brow here while I do that. I'm going to share the kits out. I'm going to drink some coffee. I'm going to show you the closure on the kit because it'll be something that you might want to refer back to and not watch the whole broadcast. I've got my tiny coffee. Oh, I'm so glad you love the findings, Margaret. They're actually Nunn design. These are. We're using our friend Becky Nunn for these. Let me add this in so you folks can actually see it. I managed, like yesterday, I fixed the issue for the overhead camera. But it's great to have all of you all here today. It's crazy. Are you being affected by the something's funny here though. Are you being affected by the great internet outage? Do you have any friends that are flying? Right? We had a little bit of a glitch, not with our bead shop site, but with our payroll site. It was kind of a bummer. But I got that fixed. So you know how that goes. All in a day's work for sure. Here's this one. Let me add this into the thing here. And let me take this carnelian piece off so you can see this. Janice, thanks for the update on those. We are getting the carnelian nuggets restocked. We're going to get them restocked in 2 shipments. And so we're getting about 35 back in, Janice says. So make sure that you are on the notification list, okay? And the product page is right there. Yeah, Carrie, we had the same thing. We got from our local channel 30 news, said that there was no live news yesterday. It's crazy, right? We've all come to rely. I'm getting my tiny coffee, excuse my reach. It's crazy, right? How we rely so much now. The internet is our world, really. It's great to have all of you all here, though, today. Debbie, I'm sorry about how it's impacting your work today, but you get to spend some time with me, which is good. Tube clasps, I'm not sure. JP, will you take a look and see when we've got a tube clasp ETA? Thank you so much, Karen, for your kind words on that. It does. That chunky necklace looked pretty good with this. I'm really having a yellow moment. Drea and I both are having a yellow moment, I think. Yes, it's good. Yeah, and again, apologies, folks, for being the internet here is. I'm guessing it probably has something to do with that worldwide internet thing, but it looks like we're all stable. It looks like we're good. So I made it. Hurrah. So here, Janice says we've got 80 more of the tube clasp. It's coming next week. Make sure that you're on the list, folks, for that. Okay. So let me sit down. Let's chitty chat. The other thing that I thought I'd do today to kind of make up for kind of all this craziness that we're doing, tomorrow during my broadcast, let me start by moving backwards just a little bit here. Do my social intro. Let me get Janice's comment off of the screen here. And let me start. Let me start this. You folks know you can find us everywhere on the internet when it's up and running. Facebook, the Bead Table Group, Instagram on at beadshop.com, and of course our Pinterest pages for all kinds of tips and techniques and ideas and stuff like that. Questions, hit us up at info@beadshop.com. And today, because of the Great Bead Extravaganza, we're kicking it off. Coupon code TGBE20 started today in the newsletter. So that does apply to the kit that we were looking at. It applies across the board all weekend long. Tomorrow, my segment, let me get back here to this. This is and I've got a few of you covered up at the bottom of this, but it's our Midsummer market. Tonight is our preview party, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. I'm hosting it on StreamYard. It'll be over on the Great Bead Extravaganza page and group. So if you're not on that page and or group, jump over there, join in. I'll share it out to all of our socials here that you normally watch it on. And then tomorrow, our buddy Candy Cooper kicks it off. But then I come on at 10 a.m. Pacific, where I teach you how to make our necklace, the kit we're doing today. Then we go through all of our friends on Saturday and Sunday. We end Saturday with an Ask Me Anything. And that's bead related, my friends, bead related. I'll be on there as well with my buddy Kristen from Softlex. And then we jump in on Sunday. So it's always such a fun show. You can go over to the Great Bead Extravaganza page and or group over on Facebook. You can pick up a copy of the schedule, but it hasn't changed. We all go in the same order. I have seen some of these projects. My buddy Abby Berta from the Bead Place over in St. Louis, she also has a necklace that she's doing. Beauty. It's called, I'm trying to remember what it's called. I want to call it the Boardwalk necklace, but I don't think that's right. It's really beautiful. I'm like, I'm going to make one of those for me. It's gorgeous. So she's got beautiful kits over there. Everybody has launched, or a lot of people have launched kits. They've launched kits early. They're launching kits later, tomorrow, Sunday. So there's a lot of fun stuff. We consider ourselves very, very lucky. Abby, I was just talking about you. I didn't even see you were on there. Your necklace is so good. It's so good. But I'm so lucky, my friends, that Midsummer 20. I'm sorry, I have it wrong. Well, TGBE 20 works too, but you know what? If that's what was in, I'm just so used to seeing that. Let me change this up. I have this from all of the Great Bead Extravaganzas. So let me fix this here. Midsummer. I'm going to change this. Thanks, Carrie. There we go. Look at that. TGBE 20. I'll make sure. I think I'll make sure that is activated as well, just in case you use that. Okay. So Midsummer 20 goes through the Midsummer market. Let me see. Abby. Yeah. And Abby, your kit's available now, right? I believe Carrie's asking. Let me just jump on the back end and make sure that TGBE 20 is also working for the weekend. Bear with me here just a moment while I do that. And Abby, you can answer that question. TGBE 20, let me activate this today. Today's the 7th. The 7th month, the 19th day. And we're going to have that go through there and saved. And it's active. There we go, my friends. Sorry about that. I just automatically do that TGBE 20. Let's see. Abby answered, I believe. Oh, and Carolyn's saying she saw the kits on the Bead Place website yesterday. So my guess is yes. She's watching. I know she's in her shop and working. So I know she's kind of multitasking as we talk. So we're super fortunate, to be in such a fantastic group of friends with the Great Bead Extravaganza. All of us are small businesses. We've known each other for years. Thank you. It's the summer road trip necklace. I don't know why I was thinking boardwalk. Maybe it's because our summer road trip was always to the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk, right? It's gorgeous, comes in some gorgeous colors. Our buddy Jill has a beautiful necklace out. Our friends from Softlex have a kit that I know Joan and Kristen are going to be showing tomorrow. So it'll be really fun. We're going to have a good time. But, like I was saying, we are super grateful for all of our friends in the TGBE. What started as kind of a one-off during the pandemic, right? High pandemic. It was a year ago. I think April was when it was the Spring Fling, was exactly 4 years that we've been doing this. But we're all better together and stronger together, right? So we really, really appreciate all of you all and your support for all of our small businesses. Oh, and thanks, JP. There's the road trip necklace right there. And you can find everybody. Let me put this up so you can take a screenshot. Let me take my banner down. Let me put up the TGBE schedule here. You can see everybody's URLs there. You can take a screenshot, but you can get a copy of this if you just go right over to the Great Bead Extravaganza Facebook page or Facebook group. The schedule is there. You can print it out. Essentially, 2 days, Saturday, July 20th, Sunday, July 21st. We start at 8:30 Pacific. That is, what is that, 5:30? I've got to put my glasses on so I can see it. That's 5:30 Hawaii time for those of you over in Hawaii. And we just run through with half-hour breaks in between everyone. And we go Saturday and Sunday. And Sunday, we've got a special guest, Emmy Rylan, who you may, if any of you are General Hospital fans, she's a buddy of, she's Abby's buddy. She loves beads. And she's going to be, Abby's hosting her on Sunday. So I'm super stoked to see what she's doing there. So what a coup, Abs, that you got Emmy to be with us. It's really fun. We love these special guests. I know. I can't wait to see what she makes as well. You can follow her on her socials and everything. It's great. So it's so fun to know that Oh, and you saw her live last night. Fantastic, Bonnie. You can see the replay over on our Great Bead Extravaganza page and group, and chatting with her, Abby chatting with her. So that was great. I love it. Cooking, doing laundry. Kim, that's what I should be doing all weekend. My laundry pile is not even funny. It's still a big pile from my European trip. Haven't done it yet. So maybe I'll get some laundry in between watching everybody. Oh, and Sally, that's great. She did have the meetup on the Wednesday Facebook. So it'll be great too. I love our special guests. You know, we've had a lot of fun special guests for our Great Bead Extravaganza. And it's fun to kind of have somebody like real world famous and not just bead world famous, right? So that's great. Thank you, Abs. I'm glad you love this. I love this too. We used our findings from our buddy Becky Nunn. We're really excited about those. I'll show you those a little bit closer, and I'll show you the other colorway. I also wanted to give you a couple of updates before we get to that. Number one, we told you about these carnelian nuggets. They're coming back in, right? Make sure that you're on the notification list there. And then these clasps that I've got here, Janice has 80 of those coming. So those will be back in. So again, make sure that you are on the notification list for that. I did it on our new revamped boho bangle that I've been wearing for the last 2 days, and I took it off. I think I left it by my bedside, so I'm not wearing it now. But it's such a cool piece. Let me see who else is chatting here. I wanted to share with you. There's one more thing. There was that my broadcast on Saturday. I guess that was it. I don't know. It'll come to me if I remember. Let me show you the two colorways that we get from this product here, from this project. I've got two colorways. One is called Pasadena. One is called Santa Barbara, named after two great summer cities in California. The Pasadena, if you're familiar with Pasadena, California, it has a really great neighborhood in it. It's where my buddy Christine, her sister Karen, lives there. It's Bungalow Haven, I think it's called. And it's that California craftsman style, that kind of Julia Morgan-esque kind of look, right? So I named this because this colorway is so California craftsman. So this is that colorway, the yellow colorway that's here. I call it yellow, but it's got some purples. It's got some blues. Yes, Rose Parade. I have been to the Rose Parade in Pasadena. I stayed outside all night waiting. I think I told you the story when I really embarrassed myself. Fred Rogers was the Grand Marshal of the Rose Parade, Mr. Rogers, my hero, right? I saw him. He was as close as I am to you guys right there. Oh my gosh. It's a memory I hold so dear. So yes, Pasadena, Rose Parade, one of my favorites. Yeah. Oh my gosh, so many of you have Pasadena ties. I love it. Yes, the big earthquake. I remember that earthquake for sure. And I think it was Ellen was when University of Illinois went to the Rose Bowl. That's right. The good old Rose Bowl and the Rose Bowl parade for sure. The next colorway, another colorway that I have with another beloved California city is Santa Barbara. Let me show you the blue. The blue is the one I'm going to make on the air tomorrow. But I am loving this yellow. Let me put this here. Susan, you've never been to California? Come join us. Come visit. California is a great state. I'm a native. I'm a third generation California native. No, I guess it's second generation. My grandparents, no, they were born here. Third generation. Their parents came here. Immigrated, you know. Got on that ship, came to the land of milk and honey, right? Which is great. I think everybody should have the chance. I'm not going to get too into that, but you know what I'm saying. So here's Santa Barbara, right here. Also a beautiful city, right by the beach, right? So I did beachy colors, blue sky colors right here. You do have bears, Camden. You do, Pasadena. Yeah, Altadena. Exactly. The California bears, California brown bears, right? Black bears. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I'll give you more info on a possible, you know, you can come to the California retreat, hang out with me. Hang out with us, not just me. So these beads, my friends, are all of the blue tones, and I have them pulled out for the kit tomorrow. So I'll put them here. You could get one of each and mix them up for sure. This one, it gives you like a 3-strander. This is every single bead in the kit strung up. So it gives you like 3 strands here. But you could get both kits, mix them up. They would look great. So the colors, the blue, these are the beads that I put in, and they have their counterpart in the other palette as well. So these are Java glass, really beautiful quality. These are a Java glass saucer right here. That's the blue in Santa Barbara. And then in that kind of opalescent purple, gray purple kind of color in Pasadena. Then we've got 2 of these. They're called gooseberry beads, really, but gooseberries are usually striped, but they're kind of that same Java glass. Here in the Santa Barbara, let me get this. You don't need to see me. Here we go. That's better. Here in the Santa Barbara, it's that light blue and kind of this seafoam kind of blue color. And in the Pasadena, it's this gorgeous, look at this kind of bone white color, right? So gorgeous. And then in kind of this iridescent brown, it looks kind of flat here in my hand, but when you have the beads have a slight luminescence to them, kind of like these ones do here. And then, of course, the striped gooseberries, and the stripe is also a blue. You can see that stripe. And in the brown here is its counterpart. Then we have a new bead. We're actually going to be adding some of these later because Janice and I loved these so much. Let me try and focus this real quick. These Java beads are called Pompeii. And the Pompeii glass, it looks like they've been through like a lava flow, right? There, can you see? Let me focus on these so you can see them. Look at these beauties. So they're similar to our African trade bead current beads. There we go. I think that you can see those pretty well. But these are Java glass, whole, really nice size hole, and they have these interesting, I want to say pits. That's not a very pretty word, but they've got this texture is what I'm going to say. That sounds better on the surface of the bead. In the yellow are slightly smaller. But let me show you these in the yellow. Can you see the variegation in color? And Janice, thank you for that. The Pompeii glass requires 3 different coatings, at least a week between each coating. I love. Look at this. Look at how great these are. We've got these coming in some different colors. Hopefully, I don't know if we're going to be able to get the colors that are in this kit, because, they're handmade, so the glass colors always vary. But look at this. I know this yellow is delish. They look like they have volcanic ash over them. They're so gorgeous. I love them. So those are the metals. So now let me show you those are the glass. Let me show you what we have in the metals. Okay. The metals look like this. And again, almost everything are from our buddies Nun Design, except for the metal beads. The metal bead, let me dump this out. Or no, they're here. I've got them right here already. I don't need to dump them. I just need to grab them. So hold please while I get those. Yeah, yellow is really my color this summer. I'm just loving. It's so pretty. So here are the metals. Let me zoom in just a hair so you can see them a little bit better. So we've got some metals. These are not from our friend Becky, but these are kind of a flat, almost what we call a Bali type bead. Really beautiful, nice big hole size. The blue colorway has silver, and the yellow colorway has gold. Though if you get both kits, you could switch up the colors. Drea was like, oh my gosh, I love the yellow, but I want to put it with the silver, right? So you could get both and mix them, right? So here with the yellow, we are with the blue kit, the Santa Barbara kit, we've got these great rings. That's how I've connected the necklace, and I'm going to talk to you about how I do that tomorrow when I do the demo. I think it's a great way to make the necklace, right? To transition between the beads and the leather. Such a great summer necklace. Let me get this, and I'll get the coupon code back up there. So these are they. Then we have 2, not 1, but 2 pendants. Now you can switch up where you want to put them. I put the flat pendant in the center on the project, and then I put the faceted dome pendant up at the side. Let me zoom out so you can see this. You can put those pendants anywhere you'd like. Like you could put 2, right? 1 on one strand, 1 on the other. So you kind of have a double thing going on here. You could put 2 up on top and no pendants down here, whatever works. But 1 is a flat, super substantial. It's about the size of a dime, of an American dime. This one is domed. Look at how cool that is. We might have to start carrying this one because I just love, this would make such a great earring as well, this faceted metal pendant. And then we have 2 large hold kind of donut-y kind of things. And I use those to hold all of the strands together. This is strung on wax linen, Irish wax linen. I use the rose color for this, and then that really pretty denim color for the blue. And then I use the natural leather for the yellow. And of course, for the blue, I use the distressed denim here. Okay. And I want to show you really quickly before I wrap up the broadcast, I want to show you just this knot so you can practice it a little bit if you'd like to. This sliding adjustable knot. Let me show you the necklace. I'm actually going to put it on. Let me take down this banner here real quick so it's better to see. Oh, Maureen, there's a couple of my France friends. Maureen is there, and I think I saw Tina Vianney pop in as well. I love it. Carrie, I hope that you wrangle that leather. You'll have time all weekend, right, to work on it. So let me show you how this goes. I purposely didn't put a clasp on here. I thought it would be fun to do an adjustable length. And can you see how there's 3 knots that kind of hang out together, which I think looks kind of cool. You can see I've knotted the leather onto this loop, which I'm going to show you more about tomorrow. Okay, here's the sliding adjustable that's right here. And then I left a little bit of a length of leather just sitting beyond that with a little knot there at the bottom. So that's how these are closed. So the adjustable knot, the way it just slides like this, right? Slides around. It's a super handy knot to have. Let me slide it open a little bit more in your jewelry repertoire. So I'm going to come around and I'm going to slide the knot down and slide the knot down over here so you can see it's backwards on the camera. So there we go, this way. So see how that sits? Doesn't that look great? So you can, the question here is, how long is the necklace? Here it is. It can be as long or as short as you'd like it to be. I have everything going to the tightest length here. Maybe the blue one, I can make it a little bit tighter so it can adjust a little bit tighter. Up here, it looks great like this too, right? It also looks great as a layered piece. Let me layer it with this thing here. It does look good, right? Let me see. Let me do it this way. There we go. Look at that layering. Just, I mean, come on now. Get out of town, right? I love it. Oh, and thank you. It's not real. And I know I promised you, Debbie, that I'd post some of my pins for sale on my Instagram. This last weekend, I was still organizing and cleaning. It was so crazy. But I will let you know. I'm moderating this weekend, so I might have some time. So stay tuned to my Insta. Okay, so you'll see it. I think it looks pretty good if I do say so myself. Oh, thank you, Curtis. I love these kind of fall colors, but they feel summery too, right? Oh, thank you, JP. The necklace can be any length, but to get it over the average head, the minimum opening has to be about 22 inches. And then, you know, you can slide it down. You can have a 16-inch necklace, but the cord must open to about 22. Thank you, JP, for that. I know, right? I am, oh, thank you, Stem Hilly. And I am channeling my inner Candy Cooper with my neck mess, for sure. I love a neck mess. That's for sure. And this is good. I like how these look together. Let me show you how to tie that knot though. Okay. Let me put this here and I'm going to put the camera up a little bit. You can see a little bit of my mess over on this side. I'm going to move this stuff over here so I don't drop it. And I want to show you how to tie that knot because the sliding adjustable, if you have to make a fast summer necklace, let's say, right? The fastest of summer necklaces. This is an easy way to do it. Okay, and let me get those. Let me put this back in its thing here. You'll see more of these a little bit later. And just an FYI, my friends, these are selling. They went live at midnight. Today is the 19th of July. They're selling pretty quick. We only have a couple of handfuls left of this blue and a few more of those of the yellow. So if you love them, I think they will definitely sell out today. So use your coupon code, which is Midsummer 20, and grab one. Let me get my cord right here. I know, Kim, I can't wait to see how Candy opens the show as well. You know, we traded. I am now hosting the Friday night preview party, and Candy is the show opener for Saturday and Sunday. So I always love to see what kind of craziness she's doing. So this is that 1 millimeter that I was using for, you know, the bracelet and stuff that I was doing earlier. I'm just going to string a few, and let me tell you how long this is. That is like 14. This is like maybe 32 inches or so about of cord. So I'm going to come in, I'm going to use, since I just had these here, some of these 3-corner diamonds. But you can use any bead that has a large enough hole. Right? How many am I going to put on? 2, 4, 6, 7. I'm going to bring them to the center of my cord. And I'm actually going to knot them into place. So there's that. Let me see if I can. The hole is kind of big, so I need like a little stopper bead. This is a 6/0. A 6/0 goes really nicely on the 1 millimeter. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is this. Okay. I'm going to have them on there, and let me zoom in a little. There we go. And I'm going to tie knots. I'm going to tie these into place. So let me make sure that this is centered. It is. So, and I'll check the coupon code. I think people have been using it. Whatever was in the newsletter, I think was working. It may have just been a glitch, but TGBE 20, is also activated for you. Sorry about my misinformation on that. So here's this. Okay. And here it is. Here and here. Okay. And tighten. So now let's do that adjustable knot, shall we? And you don't have to have these tied. I wanted these tied so I could have like a center with this necklace. Okay, like this. So now what I'm going to do, let me show you how I kind of get this right. Let me put that banner up. Midsummer 20. Let me make sure that's opening up. Midsummer. Yeah, it's active. Midsummer 20. It's active there. So it may just have been a glitch on your end. So we're good to go. So what I do is when I'm measuring here, okay, I'm here like so. I kind of hold it and I pull it over my head and I let my hands kind of slide. So I know that this is going to be about, it has to be like this big. Okay, so I'm going to put my fingers there. I'm going to take it off from around. So this is where, this is the longest it has to be. Okay, and so Janice was saying like 22 inches or so. Let me measure it. This is about, yeah, it's about 22. 20, for me, about 22. Okay, this is. So, but I can, after I tie the knots, pull them down so it's tight. Okay. The color of the leather does not, these are all color fast. I can't guarantee when they get wet, but we've been using this leather for 1 billion years and we have not had any color transfer issue. Okay. But yeah, we don't, and thanks Carrie for chiming in there. I don't get it wet. Okay. So let me go back to the top camera so you can see that's kind of how I measured it. So this again, maybe about 21 inches or so, right? But just enough. This has to be large enough to get over your head. Okay. Then what I do on this end, I've got my middle here. On this end, I take the end and I go around my leather. I curl it around once and twice. Can you see that? So that the loop is coming, or the strand of leather from the necklace is coming through that loop. So I go, let me do it one more time. Once and twice. See that there? And I make my loops from the left to the right down towards the center of the necklace. Now what I do with this end that I've made the loops with, I make that end take a U-turn and go back through those loops. Okay, let me do it a little. I'm going to do it one more time because I think I let go of something. I need to do it a little faster, actually. So I loop, I go around once, I go around twice. There we go. I get that U-turn and I come back through the loops this way, down towards, there we go, that's correct, down towards my centerpiece and tighten. See that there? Now I turn it, and since my centerpiece is stationary, right, I bring that kind of to the center and I kind of eyeball it, look at the length I need for the center, and then I wrap around once, wrap around twice, U-turn it, and come through like that. Okay. So now here are my two knots, and you can see they want to slide already. What I do is I tighten everything up. You need to, let me get in a little tighter. We need to get this knot tight so that it doesn't unknot, but we need to keep it loose enough so that it doesn't, so that the leather will slide underneath it. Okay, so you kind of have to find a good balance there. So here's my little knot. I'm going to just use my pliers to help me pull it tight because my fingers don't want to pull. But I want to be careful. I don't want to rip the leather. So here's this, right? Now this one, I'm going to do this same one. Oh, I see Lynn. Hello, my friend Lynn is on. Tighten that up like this. Okay, so now when I pull, see, it's tight, but they pull. Now the thing that you don't want to do is you don't want to pull this so tight, especially in leather, that these two knots come and kiss together up here. They'll tighten up and then it'll be really hard to pull them apart. Okay, so if you slide them close together, slide them together, but leave like a fingertips width in between so you can come in and pull these down. Okay, like that. Okay, so can you see how this will adjust? Let me zoom out. It'll adjust so it can be a short necklace or a long necklace. Okay. So here, I'm going to just do that little closure. I like that little double knot at the end once and twice. You can cut it off if you want to, kind of close to the knot, but I like having a little extra bit there. And now I'm going to clip this. I'm going to show you this again tomorrow when I make the big necklace, but I wanted to show you this because it is such a great summer necklace. Here we go. Slide that up, tighten it, and then I just angle cut it. So let me go ahead and add this to my stack. And that's a good tip, Deborah. I do that sometimes as well, a small bead in the center back so the knots don't touch. Really great tip. A bead that has a large hole like one of these from your kit would work really well. You could do that. That would look really nice. Kim likes to add a couple of beads to the tails, which I think also looks nice. Really great. Good job time stamping it to yourself. It starts, yes, this knot starts at about the 42-minute mark. Smart. Thanks, Carrie, for sharing that. Let's go ahead and put this on the stack and see how it looks. So I'm going to slide it back here, slide it back here so they don't touch. Get it over my head. Let me take my glasses off. Over my head. Then I'm going to come in, and when you wear this, there it is, you have to kind of grab onto the knot and pull it down. I'm not looking at the camera so that I don't get mixed up. There we go, here, and then here. There we go. And just slide that knot closed. Yeah, see, the neck mess is getting all that much better. Look at that. So you can have this. It's a little short for me. There we go. You can have that just sit wherever you want it to sit, right? So here's my neck mess. I'll have to text Candy and see what she's wearing today. All of us have been texting a lot because the Great Bead Extravaganza, we're on constant text with each other. There we go. Let me, this way, I think, is center. Good, right? So there it is. So really fun, simple way to close off your summer necklaces. Yes, my neck mess is starting. Right? I love it. So my friends, you can find the kits over on beadshop.com until they sell out. I will be back on with you tonight for the Great Bead Extravaganza preview night. That happens at 5 p.m. Pacific, 5, 6, 7, 8 p.m. Eastern on all of the Facebook group and page for Great Bead Extravaganza. I'll also stream it out to our bead shop streams where you normally watch it. Other folks in the Great Bead I'm sure will share it out to wherever you watch them as well, so you'll be able to find it. It's going to be fun. Starting tomorrow, we kick it off at 8:30 a.m. Pacific with Candy Cooper. We work through Saturday and work through Sunday. I can't believe it's Midsummer market time already. So fun. A lot of the companies have giveaways this weekend as well. I'm going to give away on our broadcast tomorrow, give away some gift certificates. We also have the sign up for our virtual gift certificate giveaway over on the pages. You give us your email, we give you a chance to win. So all that fun stuff will be happening. Everybody has different things, different discounts, different giveaways, different everything. So thank you, my friends, so much for joining me. We have almost 200 of you watching today, which is great. I really, really appreciate it. I will see you tonight again at 5 p.m. Pacific for our preview party, and then tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific where I will teach you how to make my summer necklace kit. Thanks so much, everybody. Have a fantastic Friday, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye all.